Hi friends, good morning. In this quick session, we'll be discussing about the posterior compartment of the arm in the posterior compartment. Okay, so see this is the posterior compartment, right? And this is called as the extensor compartment because if it all a muscle, it helps in extension of the elbow. Now tell me guys, in the posterior compartment of the arm, which is the main muscle? That is triceps. Repeat after me. What is it? Posterior compartment of the arm. Main muscle edana? Triceps. Triceps in three heads. It has got a long head, it has got a lateral head, it has got a medial head. So I'll explain in detail using the PowerPoint and pictures and all. There's a quick session. I'll just tell you what all points it can come for your competitive exam from this topic. So triceps in three heads. Long head under, lateral head under, medial head under. Long head originates from the scapula. Okay, and lateral head it originates from the area above the spiral groove. Humerus in the area, you know there is a spiral groove, right? So above the spiral groove, the lateral head originates, and below the spiral groove, the medial head of the triceps originates. These three flaps, okay, three layers, they join together and they insert at the olecranon process of the ulna. Okay, so you learned about the origin and the insertion. Not that important, it's important for your theory. Now, what is the nerve supply of the posterior compartment? That is the question they ask you. Posterior compartment of the arm, the nerve supply is a radial nerve. This you shouldn't forget. Posterior compartment of the arm, it is supplied by the radial nerve. Okay. Second important question. Posterior compartment of the arm, which artery supplies the muscles? Which artery? Profunda brachii artery, which is a branch of brachial artery. Okay. So that is another important question. Repeat after me. What is the artery? Which is the artery supplying the posterior compartment of the arm? That is profunda brachii artery, which is a branch of brachial artery. Now, the clinical relevance here is, see guys, I told you radial nerve runs here, right? So, if there is a fracture of the mid shaft of the humerus, it can lead to what? Radial nerve injury. Now, it can lead to radial nerve palsy. Radial nerve palsy causes wrist drop. It causes what guys? Wrist drop. That is loss of extension of the wrist. That is another question that comes. Radial nerve palsy leads to what guys? Radial nerve palsy, that is wrist drop. Okay, so that is all the important topics from posterior compartment of the arm. Oh, there is one small muscle also in the posterior compartment of the arm, that is here, okay, anconeus neurium. Basically that helps the triceps in its work. Okay, that is it. So a detailed class I'll upload it later. Stay blessed. Bye bye.